All right, we're live.
All right, man. I just want to thank you, man, for taking out some time today, Mr. Emon Mitchell. This is Mr. Emon Mitchell, the Thousandiare creator. This man curates thousandaires and is doing it worldwide in a big major way with Solavei. So first, I just want to thank you for your time, man, and on your early success in Solavei, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm blessed to be here. I appreciate you asking me. I'm humbled, and I hope I can provide some value to your team and the network you're building out there in Texas. I know you're under some awesome leadership over there. So whatever I can do to help, let's try to help some folks today.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to dive right into this thing, man, and get straight to the questions, man. Can you just give the people a little background about yourself, about what you used to do, how you got in Solavei, other little companies or home-based business that you've been in, and just stress a little bit to them about what's so special about Solavei and what made you jump right in and get to work when you seen the opportunity.
Okay. Well, myself, I'm Army brat. My parents are still together. They're both actually pastors of a local church. I'm married. I have two kids. One is 4 and one is 2 months. Profession-wise, I was a teacher for about 4.5 years. That was when I founded my first home-based opportunity, which was a travel company. I did okay with it. Got burnt out, left the company, did some real estate, and I was kind of burnt out on network marketing. But a funny thing happened is how I got into this business. My wife actually got an iPhone with our old provider, which was Sprint, and the service was terrible. So they were saying some things and saying they were making promises basically they didn't fulfill. So my sponsor, Linda Hughes, who was down in Atlanta, she posted something on Facebook about $49 unlimited everything. And Sprint we were already paying more than that for Sprint, so it made sense. But right. I told her, I said, I'm not interested in doing any type of business. I just want to save money on my cell phone bill and keep it moving. But once I took a look at everything that Solavei was, I mean, I jumped in with both feet and haven't looked back since. And I think the network right now, we're almost at 110 people. And since I started in September, and yeah, we're at 110 people now.
Wow. Now that's amazing, because this just shows about when you get in the right opportunity at the beginning phases when nobody knows about your business can grow fast, just like you said. I mean, we're talking about over 100 people in your network in 4 months. That's amazing.
Yeah, it was. It was. And sometimes we say ground floor, but I'll be honest with you, bro. I mean, the United States, we have 300 million people. Solavei only has 100. Last I heard, 140,000 members. You can come in today and make more money than me. Matter of fact, the person who's most successful on our team with direct sponsorships, her name is Robin K. Monk, and she has just about as many direct enrollees as I do, and she's been doing this less time, which is exactly what I want, because I want people that I sign up to build bigger networks to me, because number one, of course, they get paid. Of course, I get paid as well for the trios they bring in. So, it's all about, to me, I'm like, go farther than I could ever dream, and let me know how I can help. So, hey.
Absolutely. Yeah, now, as you know, I'm working with Mr. Chad Robinson, man, and I've been getting some good leadership from him, man. And one thing he always, that he's been stressing to me every day, and, is self-development.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Self-development, changing your mindset, changing your philosophies, like Jim Roma say.
Yeah.
How important is self-development in any business that you do?
It is so key that you focus on this. I can't remember the guy that said it, but he said, if you pour into your mind will pour into your purse, or your wallet, for lack of a better term. So I tell people, I know we talked about last time, Book of Proverbs is off the chain. There, if you're a believer, of course, the Bible. I mean, you can find all the wisdom that you want in that book. Other great books as well. Books by A.L. Williams, or what's his name, Jeff Olson, The Slight Edge, the top 10 distinctions between millionaires and the middle class. Just about anything by Jim Rohn. I mean, those things, if you feed your mind that stuff constantly, it definitely helps develop your outlook on life. Also, when you talk about self-development, it goes deeper than just books. Who you're talking to is key. That's why I love these hangouts, when you're talking to people who are like-minded. See, you and I are like-minded because we're in the same community. We're trying to get to the same place. I don't say, this whole thing is just about building each other up. That is so key. You don't want to hang around people that are tearing down your ambitions, that are talking bad about your goals, or saying, oh, that's one of those things, you're not going to be successful. Let me tell you something, brother. Sky's the limit with these types of opportunities, especially one like Solavei. So I'll say not only your education that's key, but also the people that you talk to and spend time with is going to get you anywhere you want to go. And that's two basic important elements of self-development: the information you take in and the people that you hang around and surround yourself with.
Well said. Well said. Now, I'm going to talk about a little bit about timing and positioning right now. Because, you know, you have some people that it can make totally sense to them. They can have 3, 4 lines in their home, and they still will be like, no, I'm going to wait on you. I'm going to wait to see how big you build your business. Then, you know, once I see you making some money. So how important is, I mean, can you explain the network marketing and how joining now versus a year from now can cost a person thousands of dollars by them sitting back just trying to wait on you and seeing what you're going to do?
I could tell so many. You know, I think back to when we first got started back in September. I talked to a lot of people. I was building a core team, and I talked to some folks that I really thought were going to run. And I can't help but wonder how their life would be different had they got involved when I first talked to them. Because, see, I'm good. I'm good. I'm getting better every day. But, I mean, just like with the network that we built up, you know, we're pretty much there. They could have exceeded what I've done. I don't know. I don't deal a whole lot with shoulda, coulda, wouldas. It's just that I wonder about that. But, you know, now if it looks good and it makes sense, I mean, why not do it? This quick little tip. Ask yourself 3 things. This is how you want to approach just about any decision that you want to make. If someone presents an opportunity to you, ask yourself these 3 questions. Number 1, what's the best that could happen? Number 1, what's the worst that can happen? And number 2, number 1, number 2, and number 3, what's the most likely thing to happen? With Solavei, for me, the best thing that could happen, I could be a multimillionaire. Okay, fine. The worst thing that happen, I save money on my cell phone bill and can't sign anybody up. And the most likely thing to happen is I'm going to be a multimillionaire because I know that this is the opportunity that I've been blessed with. So I'll roll with it. But see, with those 3 questions, what's the best thing that can happen, what's the worst thing that can happen, and what's the most likely thing that can happen? If you can't live with the worst thing that can happen, then don't do it. Okay, that's with any opportunity, any type of decision. Okay, so with something like Solavei, if you're just taking it from the phone service side, okay, if you're paying AT&T $70, you switch to Solavei, and now you're only paying $49 plus sales tax, and you can't get not one single trio, you still save $20 a month. I can live with that, and I think most people can. That's pretty much the worst that can happen. So, you know, it's up to them. But if somebody's watching this and you approach them or whatever, or somebody's on the fence about it, it's really not a whole lot to it. You're either saving money or you're making money, but you're not taking out a second mortgage on your house or getting into a whole bunch of credit card debt trying to qualify for a commission. That we don't do that. So the worst that could happen in Solavei is not that bad.
The worst that can really happen is you're going to continue to pay your phone bill, what you do anyway.
Yeah, and you're going to pay that phone bill.
You're going to pay. Cut off. So let me ask you this, Mr. Mitchell. I know you have some great mentors, some great people that's, you know, helping you develop and giving you the guidance and the leadership that you need to be successful. How important is mentorship and getting around the right people that actually having more success than you or that have more success than you in life? I mean, how important is that? Is you know, rubbing shoulders with other successful people and like-minded people?
Well, I mean, we've been doing these hangouts for a while. The first one I did was with Robin K. Monk, who I sponsored. And since then, we've done Ken Francis, who you know. We've done Chadwick. You know, we got more coming down the pike. But the thing I value with that is these people are where I want to be. So that's why I choose to talk to them. I only talk to people who are making it happen. I don't talk to people who can, you know, they may have a good game. And that's why I'm very good talk game. I'm very big on proving the things that I say because I feel like this is the information age right now. Everything's out in the open. I post my numbers on Facebook. I talk about, look, this is how many people we got in the network, you know, and we're making it happen. We're not just talking about it, we're actually doing it. So mentorship is so key to get around somebody, and don't be afraid to ask somebody to verify what they're saying. I'm not saying get all up in their business and you want to see their you know, 1099 and their bank statements. But you want to verify the person that you're following to make sure they're the real deal. Are they just talking a good one, or are they actually making it happen? And if they're making it happen, then yeah, you want to fall in line with that person, see what they're doing, And that's what I love about this business. They'll tell you just about everything they're doing. Like, I really don't hold anything back from my team. I got all these free training videos that anybody can watch. They can implement the strategies and get the results. It's really not that hard. So, but mentors are so key, though. Get yourself a mentor. You don't necessarily have to know them personally. I've watched plenty of people from afar that I admire, even people in other companies, and I say that unashamedly. There's a lot of great opportunities out there, and there's a lot of leaders that are making it happen. And I watch them. I watch those successful companies to see how they operate and see what I can implement in my business to help me take my team to the next level. Because I study success above all else. So if you're making it happen, regardless of your field or profession, I want to know what you're doing. So that's just my philosophy.
And that's exactly what I'm doing, because you are the reason that I'm doing this video today. Just your one, how to talk to, like I watched a couple of your videos, how to talk to Sprint customer, how to talk to Verizon customer, the lead thing that can get you leads anywhere.
How's that working? Are they still calling?
Oh man. But see, I've been actually doing it on Craigslist, man. And every time I post it, man, I get like 30 leads, man.
Yeah.
And every week I've been knocking one or two people down, man. So I want to thank you for that, because all you have to do is duplicate what somebody else do, but do it in your own little way, do it in your own little way. But thanks. I mean, you're the reason I'm doing this video today. You inspired me to start my YouTube channel, so I just want to thank you for that.
Yes, sir.
Now, I know you've done other home businesses before. There's a lot of good opportunities, like you said there. There's a lot of people making money, but I just want you to explain a little bit about what separates Solavei from any other opportunity that's out right now.
Okay. And you know what? For a lot more in-depth on that, I would recommend that somebody watch the hangout that I did with Chadwick Robinson, because he breaks it down. He broke it down. Like I couldn't even begin but I'll say this. With Solavei, number one, on your network, like I said, there's no quotas, number one. Okay? Certain companies, and these are differences. If somebody's in another opportunity and looking at this, I'm not downplaying I'm not bashing any other opportunity. If it's legit and they're paying their customers and the distributors and they're doing everything they said they would do, then you're all right in my book. These are just the differences that I observed. Number one, Solavei pays on your overall network. Okay, I know certain businesses, they'll pay you for like the weaker leg or something like that you build. Solavei, we don't do that. It's not a binary, I think it's the term. I don't know. I'm not a real big network marketing guru or anything like that, but I do know it's not a binary. Another great thing about this opportunity versus other ones is all of our income for right now is tied around doing one activity, and that's what's called a trio. If you enroll, anytime anybody in your network enrolls 3 people direct to them, you're going to get paid some type of way. That's it. So it's not like, okay, well, the last business I was in, it had a lot of different products and services, and I think that confused a lot of people. With this one, make a trio. You make a trio, you get paid. There's no room for confusion. You might not know what to say or how to say it, but you need to make some trios to get paid. So that's all you need to do. So very simple. And I guess the last distinction I would make is the value proposition. A lot of companies, let me put this delicately, I guess you could say. A lot of companies it can work for you, but some of them, to get in, they're going to take more money out of your pocket that you're already spending. See, if I want to start let's say I want to sell TVs through a network marketing structure. I don't normally buy 10 TVs a month, but now I am in hopes to make money. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Okay, so now I'm trying to buy 10 TVs, and I want to sell them to everybody I know every single month, trying to get paid. With this, I was paying my phone bill before Solavei. I have a phone bill now that Solavei's taking care of. So once again, that worst case scenario, I don't have a garage full of cell phones. I just pay my phone bill, and if other people see the value and want to sign up, they can get paid and I get paid. So the value proposition is there because we're taking what people are already doing, we're lowering the cost and giving them more. And let me say this real quick too, because I remember when I first got my first smartphone, a BlackBerry, with I think it was Verizon or Sprint, I don't know. But they talked about the extra that you had to pay for a data plan. I don't know if you remember that back when everything switched over. And it was like, okay, minutes over here. Oh, okay, you want a smartphone? Okay, well, we're going to charge you this much more for data. And I was just kind of like, man, for real? So I was like, well, okay. But now, like, them days, man, if you're watching this and you're paying for data, you need to knock that off. You need to knock that off. Like those days are gonna fade away. I don't understand why you paying extra for data for yourself. That doesn't make sense to me. We get unlimited everything on our. I got an S2, T-Mobile. Okay, I don't pay extra for data. Why are you paying extra for data? That doesn't make. I don't understand. There's a better way. Basically, is what I'm saying. So there you go. Those are the main distinctions that I see with what Solavei does versus what other companies do. Those other companies may be fine, but with every opportunity that I've seen, I mean, everybody has one of these. You know, so it made sense to me.
It just makes sense. And
Yeah.
another thing, it's just low investment, high return.
Yes, sir.
$57, you're in the deal.
Yes,
With
sir.
your phone service, if you get your own website, if you choose to do it or not, that's up to you.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So last question, Mr. Emon, I'm gonna let you go.
Sure.
Since everybody pays a cell phone bill every month, explain as far as like the retention, because like we're talking about most MLL companies, your residual income is tied into your auto ship.
Yeah.
It's tied into you ordering products and your network ordering products every month. So explain how, with our company is tied to cell phone, how your retention rate will go from, let's say, 10% to 90% because it's cell phone bill. Instead of selling like lotion, potion, juices, pills, stuff like that.
Okay. And I'll put it out. I think I've signed up close to maybe 27 people directly to me. I think right now I'm at personal like 18. As far as retention goes. So sign up 27, 18 are currently paying their bill, and of course, them 100 now. I don't know most of those folks. I don't know them. I'm just talking about for what I've done personally. Will people fall off? Yes, that's with anything. The AT&T loses customers. Solavei will lose customers too. Don't think you're going to keep 100% of the people. But versus the other company that I was in, my retention is far and away better than it is with this one. And I'll tell you why. Most of the people that I signed up are customers. They don't care about making money. They just want to save money. So where are they going? They're not going anywhere because I beat their price. Now if somebody comes out with, $5 a month cell phone service, and maybe, hey, I face the risk of losing them. But for now, they're not going anywhere. The retention is there. You're talking about, I would say safely, at least, 80, 90, 95% retention with people that you sign up, especially customers. So
Wow.
It's there. It's there. You won't keep everybody, but I promise you, my reputation on the line, my name on this, you'll keep most of them. You will keep most of the people that you sign up. I promise you that. The majority of the people that I sign up direct to me have chosen to remain because they're satisfied with the service. Period. Point blank.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. So again, man, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, man. I just want to thank you for your time today, man, because I know you have a organization you have to get going in the right direction, man. You're doing a great job. So I just want to thank you for your time. This is Emon Mitchell, people. Remember this guy. Remember this guy, Emon Mitchell, the Thousandiare maker, soon to be the 2000aire maker. You got to create a new name because you're gonna be creating 2000. God, I mean, God has a favor on your life, man, and I just want to say, God bless you, man. You and your family, man. Keep doing what you're doing, man.
Yes, sir. Hey, you too, and I appreciate the invite. You guys be blessed, and we're gonna put another one of these together. We're gonna get the Texas team together, and we're gonna make some history. We're gonna help a lot of folks. So I appreciate the time, and thank you so much.
Absolutely. Have a great one.
All right, you too.